Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Just One Key. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. Today I am testing out a foundation. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. Yes, I've been seeing it all over YT, so I decided to jump on the bandwagon and said, you know what, let me try this makeup too. So anyways, I went to my Walmart. Of course, they didn't have brown girl friendly colors, so I had to order it offline. So I went to the Wet n Wild site and I ordered two because I didn't know what color that I was going to need for sure, and they were $5.99 a piece. So the first color I ordered was Cocoa, and the second one I ordered was Mocha, and these both turned out to be too dark for me. Also in that same order, I got the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in the color Precious Petals. And I also got the pressed powder in the color Golden Tan. So when I got the order in, I realized that both of those colors were too dark. So I went back to my Walmart, still didn't have my colors. I went to another Walmart, still didn't have my colors. So something told me go to Walgreens. I went to Walgreens and they had up until the color Cocoa. They still have a few colors missing, but they did have Toffee. So that is what I used today for this foundation tryout. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply the foundation, see how I like it, wear it for, you know, a nice period of time, and come back and check in. So my face is already moisturized, so I'm going to prime my face with the primer, the Coverall Primer Base Detint by Wet n Wild. About that much. And to me, that's almost a lotion-like type consistency. I like the way the primer feels on my face. So I'm going to color correct a little bit around my mouth and a few of my hyperpigmentation areas with the City Color Photo Chic Dark Spot Corrector. I just use my fingers to do this. And these are my normal steps when I wear foundation, so that's why I'm doing this. And I'm going to go in with Toffee. Now, I prefer to just center all the foundation to the center of my face and then blend it out. So that's what you see here. And I'm very heavy because I like full coverage. And just use my beauty sponge to blend it out. Okay, so the coverage looks pretty decent. I added a little bit more from what you guys initially saw. It's a little too orangey for my liking, so I can fix that by getting the next color up to mix it with, or I can just use my LA Girl white to add to it, and that'll help me get the orange out of it. But so far, I do feel like this is a decent foundation. I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup, and I will come back and check. Okay, you guys, this is the final look. It just was a little something. So far, I'm impressed with this foundation. I think that once I contoured and highlighted my face and everything, it kind of brought everything together. So I really don't have any complaints so far. I'm going to go run a few errands, and then I'll check back in with you guys to let you know what's up and my final thoughts about this foundation. Okay, you guys, so I didn't have time to check in earlier, so this is my last and final check-in. It is now 2:17 a.m. and I first did my face around 5 o'clock-ish. Yeah, you know, I get late starts. So I've had this foundation on a total of maybe, what, 9 hours maybe? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. Yeah, so almost 9 hours. And this is what it's looking like so far. I'm gonna come in a little bit closer just to show you guys what it looks like. I do find that it did kind of settle into my pores, but for 9 hours of wear, I still think that the coverage is good. I didn't blot, so I'm gonna go ahead and blot. I got some toilet paper right here, so I'll blot and see what it looks like. I'm sorry, y'all, my brows are probably almost gone. It's been a long day. And from the mirror, it's looking like it's not looking too bad now that I've blotted. I wasn't overly oily, which I'm impressed about. Usually with some foundations, I'm like so oily, but it wasn't that bad. I guess the setting spray and the primer kind of helped that out a little bit. Plus the formulation, I don't think is an oily formula. But I'm thinking it looks good. I also have my damp beauty blender here. Let me come on in. And I feel like if I just go over it with the beauty blender, it may look okay. So I must say I'm highly impressed with this Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. And for color reference, like I said, I use the color Toffee. I may go back and get Caramel just to see what that looks like. But for $5.99, you know, you really can't beat this. So yeah, I think I'm impressed with this foundation. I'm happy that I tried it out. And now I am about to wash this all off and eat and get me some sleep. Anyways, you guys, yeah, Wet n Wild, you get 2 thumbs up for the foundation, the highlighter, the primer, and the setting spray. So oh, and I can't forget about the pressed powder. Yeah, so thanks you guys for watching, and I'll see you again in another video shortly.